Hi kids, welcome to Dixie's Storytime World. Are you ready to listen to this beautiful story and go on an adventure with the Pop-Up Gremlins, a Twinkle original? This book is all about internet safety. I can't believe it, shouted Edie. My very own tablet. This is the best birthday present ever. After Mum had set it up, Edie was excited to play her favorite game. Can I take it up to my room? She asked. Sure, said Dad, but there are a couple of rules to remember when you're playing on the internet. Don't tap on any pop-ups or anything you're not sure of, said Mom. Instead, you should stop playing, close the tablet, and tell me or Dad. Stop, close, tell. Got it, said Edie. Can I go and play raccoon races now, please? Of course, laughed Mum. Edie ran up to her room and opened the game. Her character was Bolting Bernie, a super fast raccoon with lightning powers. The more she practiced, the faster she got, and soon she was in second place. Edie saw her chance to overtake Tumbling Tycho. She tapped the super speed button, but suddenly a pink pop-up appeared on the screen. It said, "Tap me." Stop, close, tell, thought Edie. Maybe I should stop and tell Mom. But I'm so close to winning, I'll just tap it to get rid of it, and then tell Mom after the race. Edie tapped the pop-up. Tap me, said a voice as a small, round, pink thing scrambled out of the screen and sat on top of her tablet. Edie couldn't believe her eyes. Had this thing popped out because she had tapped the pop-up on her screen? She looked at the screen and saw that another pop-up had appeared. She tapped the new one. Maybe that would get rid of the pink thing. In an instant, another pink thing popped out of the screen. What are you? Asked Edie in shock. Tap me, the pink thing said. Just then, Edie heard the beep of Rascal Remy coming up behind her in the race, but another new pop-up was now covering the part of the track she needed to see. Every time she tapped on a pop-up, another one appeared along with more pink things in her room. Tap me, tap me, tap me, tap me, tap me. Soon there were loads of them all saying, tap me, tap me. Suddenly, there was a knock on her door. Oh no, thought Edie. Mom told me not to tap any pop-ups. Edie flung her covers over the pink things and lay across the bed. Lunchtime, said Mom, poking her head into the room. Okay, Edie answered, trying to stay calm. Be down in a sec. Just as Mom left, loads of pink things escaped from under the covers. Tap me, tap me, tap me, they all said excitedly. There were so many of them that they were all over the room. Edie took a moment to think about the rules that Mum and Dad had taught her. Stop, close, tell. I'll try stopping, thought Edie. She stopped tapping anything on the screen. Tap me, said the pink things. Edie made sure she didn't touch the screen again. She sat perfectly still and waited. I stopped tapping and no more pink things popped out, thought Edie. But how do I get rid of the ones that are already here? Just then she heard Dad coming up the stairs. Edie gathered as many pink things as she could and shoved them into the wardrobe. Lunch is on the table, said Dad. Just coming, said Edie, pretending everything was fine. With Dad gone, Edie was flung forwards by dozens of pink things. She remembered the rules. Stop, close, tell. Stopping had helped, but it hadn't completely got rid of the pink things. The next word was close, said Edie. She put the tablet onto her desk and quickly closed the case. Before Edie could blink, the pink things had completely disappeared. They're gone, squeaked Edie happily. Phew! She slumped down on her bed and relaxed. Mum and Dad would never need to know that she had tapped all those pop-ups. Edie headed downstairs to enjoy her lunch, knowing that she could come back and play her game again afterwards. After lunch, Edie slowly opened her bedroom door. She peered into the room, hoping that everything was still normal. She breathed a sigh of relief. There were no pink things anywhere to be seen. She picked up a tablet and opened the case. Tap me, tap me, tap me, tap me, tap me! Dozens of tiny voices shouted as Edie became surrounded by pink things again. Oh no! Why were they back? Edie had stopped playing the game. She had closed the tablet. What else could she do? Then she remembered the last rule that Mom had taught her. Tell, said Edie, gulping. She knew she should have told Mom and Dad as soon as the first pop-up had appeared. Edie took a deep breath. This was her last hope to stop them from taking over the house. Edie called for Mom. Mom! I need your help, please, said Edie, waiting for Mom's shocked reaction. Oh, dear, said Mom. Mom picked up Eddie's tablet and typed in a password before tapping a few buttons. In a flash, all the pink things disappeared, and Eddie's room went back to normal. There you go, said Mom with a kind smile. There's nothing like a load of pop-up gremlins to spoil your fun. Thank you, said Edie. I'm so sorry that I tapped the pop-up instead of telling you straight away. I just wanted to win my game. Don't worry, replied Mom. You remembered the right thing to do in the end. The rules are there to keep you safe and stop things getting out of hand. Mum went downstairs and Edie flopped onto her bed with a smile on her face. She got back to playing raccoon races and won lots of races. A little while later, an orange pop-up appeared on the screen. Edie held out a finger and then stopped. She looked around the room and remembered the pop-up gremlins. Mom! Called Edie. The end. Thank you, children, for listening and learning. I'll see you soon in another adventure. Bye for now.
Thanks for watching and listening. Enjoy more stories at Dixie's Storytime World on YouTube. We're also available on the Kids YouTube app.